Hi, I just wanted to mention something that I talked in a general sense about in this webinar that I put out about heart intelligence. I called it Diving into the Heart Intelligence, and I put that on YouTube, so I'll put a link underneath for that. So if you haven't watched it, just talking about a bit more, exploring a bit more as to what heart intelligence is and some of the technicalities behind that. One of the things that I find really interesting about heart intelligence is how it really brings in the power of your worth when we are connected to our heart intelligence. So when I say heart intelligence, I'm talking about your heart in its purest form, as in the complete intelligence that it has as it is, but because of the connection that our heart is connected to. So our heart is connected to everything, all our channels, everything, and the quantum. I've said this before. I think I mentioned it in the webinar as well, and how that works and how our heart is a guide because of that. But it's an actual intuitive intelligence that our heart has, that our heart has brought with us. So in this heart intelligence that you have come here with, and remember you have come here with this, you're just waking up to this now as we're going through this awakening, it's important to know for anyone, and this is, I would say, most of us, if not all of us, and 99%, maybe even potentially 100% of us, we have got one of our greatest, deepest wounds is unworthiness. So we have all come here with some kind of unworthiness, right? And some of us have a great deal amount of unworthiness to work through in this life. Remember, our wounds can never be deleted, but it's about working through it so it's not affecting us in our life anymore. Now, in one of these deepest wounds of unworthiness, which I do sometimes wonder whether it's the deepest wound, but it's certainly one of the major wounds that we've come here with, that is connected to our heart intelligence. What I'm trying to say is, if you are struggling, like most of us, struggle with unworthiness sometimes in our lives, right? And it's hard because unless we are conscious, we can't see things, right? But as you're going through this awakening journey, it's going to help you get to that point of understanding and seeing this unworthiness wound in yourself. But when you are connecting and when you are practicing heart intelligence, what you find is that you will connect to this knowing, this deep heart knowing within you, which is that you are worthy. In your heart intelligence, one of the things it brings is the remembering of your worth. And the way to put it in a different way, I guess, is unless you are here, you wouldn't not be worthy. You are here because you are worthy, because what's actually happening is that you are being held by the quantum / universe, everything, all the time. You are being held, you chose, but also you were chosen to come here as well. Your worth is, there's no number to put on your worth. In your heart intelligence, you have that remembrance, you have that memory within yourself, within your heart, where you start remembering your worth. And when you are deeply more and more practicing, connected to your heart intelligence, you really stop even questioning your worth anymore, because you understand on this intuitive way within yourself, within your heart, that you are worthy. This is what you've come here with, and you always will be worthy. And the unworthiness, actually, even though it's a wound, it's actually being hit many times by your mind conditioning. Your wound is just always going to be there and it's going to do its thing, but it's the mind that's going to come in and make it far worse than it actually is. But when you are within your heart intelligence, you can still clear the wounds, but stay within the knowing of the heart, which is that you are love and only love, and that is all you need. So remember what you've come here with. Remember that you are worthy, always. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here.